Hi, I'm Brianna.
And I'm Akira.
And you're watching
Dante's Boxing Nation.
That was good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Up to 140 after this, or are you still going to try 135?
Well, honestly, I was going to 140 after this anyways, honestly. So it was like, hey, whatever, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Okay, so with Keyshawn Davis not making weight this past weekend, the worst thing about that is he let the fans down. We didn't get to watch what would have been a great fight, but I feel the main fans that were let down the most was Keyshawn Davis's hometown fans, because 10,000 fans came out to support Keyshawn Davis in this fight against Edwin Dos Santos. And when he fought Lemos, he had 11,000 fans come out, which means Keyshawn Davis, he draws bigger crowds than 90% of the boxers that fight in America. But once again, he definitely let his fans down this past weekend. But believe it or not, there's a lot of good that's going to come out of this situation, mainly for the boxing fans, especially when it comes to the American fans. I'm talking about real American fans. First of all, we know that America has more talent in boxing than any other country. From the inception of the sport, America has always been overflowing with talent, and the lightweight division is completely saturated with dominant black fighters. So with Keyshawn Davis moving up to 140, we get to spread some of that talent out instead of having all of that talent in one weight class. Because in a sport that is completely based on race, nationality, and pride, since 95% of non-black fans will root against the black American fighter, it only makes sense for the black Americans to fight against each other if they are the last two standing. If there's no one else in that weight class that the media or old media is praising as the next Lomachenko or the next Gennady Golovkin, etc., etc. Because if there ever is an old media darling in that weight class, then that's who the black American fighter should be going after first. But when the smoke completely clears and the last two men standing are the black American fighters, that's when it's time for them to fight. That's the way Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford did it. If you guys go back to some of my old videos, maybe 5-6 years ago, I always told you guys it made no sense for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford to fight right now. They should beat all the other fighters, and then when they are the last two standing, that's when they should fight. And now with Keyshawn's exit, the last two fighters standing at 135 is Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, sure, there will be other champions in the weight class, but this fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta has been building for years and years and years. And now it's time for it to come to fruition. Now, this move to 140 for Keyshawn is not bad at all, because first of all, we already knew that Gervonta, he most likely wasn't going to fight Keyshawn. We already knew that Shakur, he would get the shot before Keyshawn would. And that would be because Shakur, he has seniority over Keyshawn. But of course, there's still no guarantee that Gervonta is even going to fight Shakur, especially the way he's been talking lately. You have 4 champions there: Albert Puello, Teofimo Lopez, Richardson Hitchins, and Gary Antoine Russell. Now, Keyshawn Davis, he's already came out expressing that he would love to fight against, well, I shouldn't say love, but he did say he would like to fight against Richardson Hitchins. They had a little back and forth with each other on Twitter, and Keyshawn, he spoke on it. Now, this was just the first post when Keyshawn, he was just talking shit.
Y'all keep talking about Hitchins. Hitchins. I don't care about him. Bro, I already know what it is when it comes out of me. Bro, at the end of the day, bro, I'm 12-0, 8 knockouts. About to fight for a world title, 13-0. I'm knocking people out. I'm putting on entertainment performances. I'm selling out arenas, 10,000 fans. What can y'all say, bro?
11,000.
11,000. Cuz just said 11,000. So got 11,000 fans. Y'all can't really say too much. That's what I'm saying. You right though. You can't really say too much. What? Like what? It had 1,000 more seats left in there. He ain't sell out. He hated ass.
Okay, now this is what Keyshawn Davis said 2 weeks ago on Fight Hype.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with fighting boxing Richardson Hitchins. You know what I'm saying? I would. You know, that's pretty cool to me.
Yeah, it's not just something that just manifested over the years. Just because I think I've seen you guys like go back and forth a little on Twitter, so I would just.
I mean, honestly, if you want my like just the truth, I put myself into something I should never did. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the facts of the matter. And shit, some things that's my wrong is I can't let shit go. If I see a flaw, I just can't let it go past. I just can't. If I see some flaw, I just can't let it go past. And that's my wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that shit should never be really been on the media. People really should never even known that I don't like Cuz. You know what I'm saying? But since I've made that mistake, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not taking nothing back, and I don't regret anything. You live and you learn from things. But if it come down to us fighting in the ring, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. You know, I ain't that same guy from Norfolk that like, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna do this, that, third to you. Like, nah, man, it's sure now. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is the reason that I tell you guys, a microphone and a camera is the most dangerous weapon in the world. If you guys missed it, Keyshawn, he said, I'm not that same guy from Norfolk to where when I see you, I'm going to do something to you. Nah, mature now. And then 2 weeks later, this happens.
What happened after the fight? Yeah, I was in my locker room and celebrating my victory with my team. And Keyshawn and his little brother came in and they started looking at me. It's like they're saying something about his older brother, like they was mad. And he like grabbed me, pushed me back. I'm like grabbing his head. He like moved his head towards my head. You know, felt like a little.
So you bumped heads?
Yeah, he like headbutted me. Yeah, he like headbutted me.
Oh, okay. Can I see that? Keyshawn did?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's what happened.
And this is the reason why you got to practice what you preach. You got to stand on business, Key. Because if you don't, one day business is going to stand on you. Because not only could Keyshawn Davis have lost a lot of bread by getting sued, but Keyshawn, he knows this better than anybody. It could get worse than that. When it comes to Nahir Albright, the one that he jumped on, we don't know what type of goons are related to him or are extremely loyal to him. I mean, the unfortunate reality is there are a number of boxers that have lost their lives, got shot and smoked. Rest in peace to Vernon Forrest. He's one of them. And we don't need this to happen to none of the boxers today. So Keyshawn, you need to stop being that guy from Norfolk.
So if you want to fight in the ring, whenever I move up to 140, we can definitely make that happen. Straight like that.
Okay, so the next question is, will Richardson Hitchins be willing to fight Keyshawn? And the more I think about it, as I'm doing this video, I don't think he will be. I think if Keyshawn tries to make that fight, Hitchins will turn it down. We've seen Hitchins struggle against Lemos, and Keyshawn Davis completely blast him out.
Richardson, you got any words for Keyshawn Davis? Any words for Keyshawn Davis?
No words really, to be honest. I feel like this is my moment. I don't really want to talk about nobody. Keyshawn's a great fighter. I believe that he'll be world champion when he gets his opportunity also. And it is what it is. It happens in boxing. Lemos, I don't believe that it was the same Lemos that fought me, and Keyshawn did what he had to do. And just like tonight, I did what I had to do, and that's boxing.
Old media has been praising Emmanuel Navarrete. We seen Dennis Baranchek beat Emmanuel Navarrete, and Keyshawn, he annihilated Baranchek. For these reasons and others, I don't think Hitchins will take that fight. By way of contrast, Keyshawn Davis, he's on a complete different level. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Hitchins, he gets the Teofimo Lopez fight after he gets past George Kambosos. Teo, who just recently turned down the Devin Haney and the Keyshawn Davis fight, it could be possible that he looks at Richardson Hitchins as the weakest link when it comes to black fighters. And for the record, Hitchins, he's not American, he's Haitian or Haitian American. And there is a difference, at least when it comes to talent across the globe. Because black people are in every single country, every single continent. But if you notice, 90% or 95% of all of the Michael Jordans, the LeBron James of the world, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Muhammad Alis, all come from America. So while Hitchins, he is a good fighter, I've been very critical of his performances. I didn't like the way he performed against Liam Paro. I didn't like the way he performed against Lemos. I didn't like the way he performed against Jose Zepeda. I mean, he did a good job against Paro, but Keyshawn Davis would have annihilated Liam Paro. He would have annihilated Jose Zepeda like he annihilated Lemos. So with that being said, even though it doesn't guarantee a win for Teo, if Teo does feel that Hitchins is the weakest link when it comes to black fighters, I would actually have to agree with him. And that's the reason why I think there is a very good chance that they are going to end up fighting against each other next. Which means Keyshawn, he's going to have to look at his other options against the other champions. Either Albert Puello or Gary Antoine Russell. Fights that I believe would be more difficult than the Hitchins fight for Keyshawn. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.